Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and there's a chart analyst who is pretty gosh darn well known at this point, I think it's safe to say. And he is certainly pro-Ripple and pro-XRP, and he's predicting that the price of XRP by the end of 2021 will be $28. Tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. I tell you what, you gotta appreciate this guy. I tell you what, any analyst that's willing to put their neck on the line, if as in here's a prediction, here's the timeline, you kind of gotta respect it, because this is the Webernets. You can look back and see who's right and wrong about this, and you gotta admire the confidence. And we'll see how all this turns out. And it's a fun ride regardless. But he made some other interesting predictions as well, which I'm going to be sharing with you. Then there was this headline from newsbtc.com titled, "The Sky is the Limit for Bitcoin as Weekly Close Shatters the Bear Case." And again, I know I keep saying this in every video, but it just, well, not everybody, but when we're talking about price, it just is the case that it's hard to find a chart analyst that disagrees with the concept of there being a very bullish macro trend. It's hard to find them right now. I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write, ever. I'm just a dude on the Webernets, bro. That's it. Look at me. You don't even know if I'm wearing pants right now, and I'm not. I'm wearing shorts. Get your mind out of the gutter. But look, the reason that I like talking about this is, look, it's just a fun hobby. If you're sitting here listening to this video, you have the same interest as me, so high five, right? Air five. But I just want to be clear that it's just fun for me to engage with the XRP community and make YouTube videos. That is all that it is. Go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel. I would appreciate the support if you're willing to do so. And if you haven't subscribed to the Moon Lambeau channel, like, seriously, girl, like, what are you even doing right now? Like, what are you doing with your life? Audible sigh. All right, into the content. From DIY Investing, here's his list of predictions. He's got 6 coins up here, but the one that caught my eye, XRP, not surprising to you because you know that this is an XRP-centric channel that I'm running. And here he goes. Price targets for the end of 2021. XRP, $28. Now, some of the other predictions are absolutely in the realm of what I'm seeing from other I don't know if you could use like the term like quote unquote like mainstream within the world of crypto, like names that you may have heard if you follow chart analysts, like for instance, Josh Rager. Now he's on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of like the Bitcoin predictions I've seen, but there are other ones that, who the hell is the biggest ones? Maybe they're not coming to mind right now, and I shouldn't have started naming people because I was going to name the spectrum, and now I feel like I could be putting words in people's mouths, and I'd rather not do that. But suffice it to say, and I've covered it on the channel, so like if you've been watching, you've seen this from me anyway. I've been highlighting this, but just the idea of Bitcoin going from like during the next parabolic run up to whether it's 100,000 or 200,000. On the low end, Josh Rager, since I said his name already, I'll just cite him. He is on the lower end, and he thinks it'll go up to like maybe 80,000 or something like that. And that's like the bearish positive bull run scenario from a very popular chart analyst right there, which is still substantially higher than it is today. And so his price prediction, he cited in a recent video for this year, Bitcoin $20,000 by the end of this year. By the end of next year, 2021, Bitcoin at $250,000. Now, these numbers, if they seem wacky to some people, I feel like it's because it hasn't happened yet, and people were saying the same thing. Like, imagine Bitcoin back when it was $1. If you told somebody, less than a decade later that it would be trading at damn near $20,000 at its all-time high, they'd think that you're Looney Tunes. But we know what market cycles historically have looked like, and so if you kind of extrapolate moving forward, that's where you get all sorts of analysts that are saying stuff that, frankly, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it doesn't sound bizarre. Like, don't assume that it's not going to happen because it just hasn't before, or because the market cap. Like, that's not a legitimate reason. That is absolutely not a legitimate reason. And then you've got Ethereum. He says it's going to be $20,000 by the end of next year. Again, XRP's the third on the list here, $28 end of next year. Chainlink, $300. YFI, that's the DeFi coin that went from $3 this summer to weeks later over $40,000. I don't know what it's trading at right now. He's saying that that's going to $1 million. Now, That has a very small market cap. I don't remember what it is, but it could be something as small as like 30,000 coins. It's really small. So when you see a big number like that, it's just a factor of the function, rather, of there not being many of them out there. Then you've got Tezos, he's saying it would go to $100 here. And so to all the people that would be naysayers, against XRP going to $28, and look, and I admit I don't know what the timeline is going to be. I just believe that XRP is going to be worth substantially more than it is today at some point in the future. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's not a prediction. I'm just sharing with you what I suspect will be the case. It's fun talking about this stuff. But to all the people that say, no, XRP can't do that, and then they say things like, because market cap, yet they're okay with the concept of Bitcoin at $1 million. I'm like, you guys are not thinking through this properly. You don't understand that it doesn't mean that much money actually flowed into it. You get this multiplier effect as people are basically trying to outbid each other to purchase people's XRP. Like, you don't get that nowhere near that much money has to flow in. The net inflow of cash is way less than that. And it's really just a function of whatever people are willing to pay in the market times supply. That's it. That's all it means. And so to people that say, but market cap, I'm like, oh my gosh, you idiot stick. Hashtag idiot stick. No, that is not how this freaking works here. And so I won't be surprised. And again, so like I'll never make predictions, but if we one day see XRP at this price level, even if it's not within his timeline, it's not going to surprise me, not in the least. Even during the next parabolic run-up, I will not be surprised in the least if it's anywhere from $10 to $30. It won't surprise me. Don't know if it's going to happen. So again, not a prediction. I don't know when the next parabolic run-up will be even. There's no way I could. But I'm just saying it won't surprise me. Just understanding the frenzy around the crypto asset class and how illiquid the markets are. And that in terms of just the lopsided return portfolio compared to any other asset class, it's like, yeah, like that's exactly why I'm here. I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe that there is a lot of potential here. And since I see XRP getting used, I don't suspect that it's going to get tossed aside unless that fact actually functionally changes here. And a lot of people in the XRP community are super bullish and think that that's conservative. For instance, here's XRP community member, Straight Up XRP, who said in response to this prediction, XRP price target is very conservative. And that's not like, that is not a fringe opinion here. And I would be the last one to say someone's right or wrong in terms of that. Like I just don't go there. Because I don't know what the timeline is going to be like. I don't know what each market cycle is going to be like. What if it took multiple market cycles to get there? I'm not saying it will, but what if? Okay, fine. I still think adoption is happening. But yeah, it's like, to me, it's no more wacky an idea than as absurd as it would have seemed as Bitcoin going from $1 per Bitcoin to almost 20,000. Like it's no more absurd to me. All right, it would have sounded absurd back then, absolutely. And if that sounds absurd right now, okay, fine. Let time pass. Let's just see what the hell happens here. But it's something. And in the short term, I'm seeing endless bullish headlines. Like here's one written by Rakesh Upadhyay from Cointelegraph. And I don't want to read through it, but he did cite that there's a really good chance that even just in the short term, you're going to see XRP hitting up against 30 cents again soon. I think that's what he wrote. He's talking about momentum and rally to 30 cents sooner than later. And there are all sorts of analysts that are calling for that type of price action. And if Bitcoin really does ramp up, who knows, man? With XRP just following the price action of Bitcoin, I'll not be surprised. And things are looking sunny for Bitcoin in terms of price action, according to, like I keep saying, the vast majority of analysts that I come across. And so you get headlines like this from NewsBTC: the sky is the limit for Bitcoin as weekly close shatters the bear case. And I love this. I want Bitcoin to do well because I think that that's good for the entire crypto asset class. In terms of adoption, in terms of price action, super duper, which means I think it's good for XRP and it's worth following this. Bitcoin has seen some incredible strength throughout the past couple of weeks, with the confluence of a strong market structure and an undercurrent of positive developments both helping to drive it higher. The strength has led it to $13,200, which is proving to be a crucial resistance level for the cryptocurrency. Bulls have been attempting to surmount this level for weeks now, but each break above this level has been met with significant selling pressure that slows its ascent. If bulls continue struggling to surmount this level, bears could soon gain greater control of its near-term trend and send it spiraling lower. Despite this being a possibility, one popular cryptocurrency analyst explained in a recent tweet that its weekly chart looks phenomenal and that serious upside could be right around the corner. Right? And that's why, like, and you don't know for sure when this is going to happen, but that's why when you hear like DIY investing say this year $20,000 Bitcoin, that doesn't sound wacky to me. I don't know if it's going to happen in that timeline. I think it would be weird if Bitcoin never hit $20,000 ever again. I think it would be weird if Bitcoin never entered price discovery ever again. And so, take that for what it's worth. That's just my humble opinion here, but he could very well be right. Let's let time pass and we'll see. There's only a couple months left in this year here. But at the time of writing, Bitcoin is trading up nearly 2% at its current price of $13,220. This is around the price at which it has been trading throughout the past few days, with buyers and sellers largely reaching an impasse as they both struggle to take control of its near-term outlook. The ongoing break above 13,200 is positive, however, as it shows that bulls have some underlying strength that could help flip this level into support. If flipped to support, this could act as a base for Bitcoin to grow upon, potentially helping lift it past the rest of the selling pressure throughout the $13,000 region. However, the failure for it to hold above this level could contribute to its technical strength and spark some near-term weakness. And so then they have this little subheading here: Bitcoin posts phenomenal weekly close as analyst eyes upside. One analyst believes that Bitcoin is on the cusp of seeing further gains in the near term due to the strength of its latest weekly close. He notes that this candle close break all the downtrends that were still in play from the 2017 top, claiming that the sky is the limit for Bitcoin at this point. And so here's the quote: "Keeping it simple here with Bitcoin, the weekly chart looks phenomenal, now firmly above all downtrends from the 2017 $20,000 top, and this week just closed on its highs above key $12,500 resistance. The sky is the limit in my opinion, and this market is and this market is not for shorting." So there you go. You can see there's a little chart on the screen, arrow going up past $20,000. So it's I mean, could you even find an analyst that thinks that Bitcoin, in the cryptocurrency space, that thinks that Bitcoin won't ever hit $20,000? Does like such an animal exist? So it's a matter of time. And what I'm just citing here is I keep seeing that the timeline that these analysts are talking about, it's sooner than later. And so even if XRP lags behind, fine, don't care. I'm just going to sit here and hold. And while other people panic sell and this and that and talk crap about it, this coin's not doing anything on my timeline, so I'm selling. Well, while they're doing that, I'm just going to sit there and hold. And I love that people disagree. I love that they think that XRP holders are wrong. I love the diversity thought, period, anyway. But I love that because that is what creates the opportunity for volatility, a disagreement here. If everybody were just like Moon Lambo, nobody would sell, and there would be no price discovery because I am stubborn. So there we go. So thankfully, it's not a bunch of Moon Lambos out there. You wouldn't see any action. It'd be even at that point. I would just be like, yeah. If it were just me, a bunch of me's out there, I'd be like, yeah, fine. XRP's officially a stablecoin. That's pretty much it. All right, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.